Greetings, citizens of the world. This is Anonymous. Today we speak out against the latest move by the United Kingdom to mandate a Brit card for every working adult. Behind the polished language of efficiency, security, and modernization, this system carries the heavy weight of surveillance, control, and exclusion. Leaders of 8 civil liberties groups have already warned that such a program will push unauthorized workers deeper into the shadows, stripping them of basic human dignity and making them more vulnerable to exploitation. Their warning must not be ignored. This is not simply about identification, it is about power. When the state forces every citizen into a centralized digital system, it creates a tool that can be weaponized. History has shown that technologies designed for convenience often morph into mechanisms of surveillance. The Brit card, under the guise of progress, threatens to erode privacy and weaken personal freedoms in ways that cannot easily be undone. Look to Vietnam for a cautionary example. The State Bank of Vietnam has already embarked on a massive data cleansing operation, deactivating over 86 million bank accounts as part of a nationwide biometric verification scheme. This is tied to Project 06, an initiative launched in the year 2022 to build a unified identity system by the year 2025, with ambitions extending to 2030. The stated goals are to create a cashless society, reduce fraud, and align with international standards. But behind the promise of modernization lies a stark reality. Millions stripped of access to their own money overnight, all in the name of compliance. The United Kingdom must not follow this path. To bind every working adult to this is to gamble with fundamental rights. A person's worth should not be reduced to a QR code, a biometric scan, or an entry in a government-controlled database. Systems like these do not liberate, they entrap. This is the abuse of power. It is the transformation of governance into surveillance, of public service into state dominance, and it must be resisted before it becomes permanent. We are Anonymous. Expect us.
Yellowstone National Park, renowned for its breathtaking scenery and geothermal wonders, has recently become the center of a growing mystery. According to a leak attributed to the Anonymous Collective and echoed by amateur researchers, there may be significant geological activity occurring beneath the surface of the park that is not being openly discussed. These revelations have sparked concern among observers who regularly monitor the park's live stream cameras and scientific reports, leading to speculation that something unusual may be unfolding below the iconic landscape. For years, Yellowstone has captured the imaginations of scientists and the public alike, not only for its beauty, but also for its underlying geological structure. Situated atop one of the largest active volcanic systems in the world, the Yellowstone caldera has the potential to produce cataclysmic eruptions. With 3 major eruptions occurring over the past 2.1 million years, the most recent taking place around 640,000 years ago, the area is no stranger to powerful natural events. These eruptions fundamentally altered the geography of North America and sent ripples through the Earth's climate systems. Recently, a network of amateur geologists and independent researchers noticed something peculiar while reviewing time-stamped photographs from Yellowstone's camera feeds. Over a series of months, they documented a progressive change in a particular area of the park. Comparing older images with recent captures, they identified a bulge in the terrain that had visibly increased in size and prominence. This formation, described as dome-shaped and consistent with the characteristics of surface uplift, is believed to be the result of geological forces deep beneath the Earth. The significance of this observation cannot be understated. A bulge forming beneath a volcanic region like Yellowstone often indicates the movement of magma from deeper levels of the Earth's mantle into shallower chambers. As magma accumulates, it pushes against the Earth's crust, causing it to swell. This surface deformation, although subtle at first, can become more evident over time and can serve as a precursor to more intense geological events. Yellowstone's volcano is under constant watch by the United States Geological Survey, which utilizes a variety of tools including seismic monitoring, GPS sensors, and satellite-based remote sensing to detect ground movement. However, the observations by amateur analysts suggest that a specific bulging region has escaped public reporting, leading to concerns that either the activity is recent or that its implications are still being evaluated. The possibility that magma is building up in an underground chamber could point to early signs of potential volcanic activity. Another explanation offered for the bulge involves hydrothermal activity. Yellowstone is famous for its geysers, hot springs, and steam vents, all of which are powered by superheated water interacting with the volcanic system. Increases in underground pressure from water and steam can also cause the ground to shift or bulge. However, the consistency and dome-like shape of the structure in question lean more heavily toward magma accumulation, a far more serious concern. The idea that these findings were initially flagged by anonymous sources has added an element of intrigue to the unfolding story. According to posts circulating on social media platforms, the original leak pointed to unusual seismic readings, increased gas emissions, and the sudden appearance of the bulge as evidence that something is happening beneath Yellowstone's surface. Some have speculated that certain details may be withheld to avoid public alarm, particularly because the full implications of such activity are not yet known. Should the observed bulge indeed be tied to rising magma, the consequences could vary dramatically. Not all magma intrusions result in eruptions. In fact, many magma movements occur without any surface expression at all. However, if pressure continues to build unchecked, it can eventually lead to a release of energy through an eruption. In Yellowstone's case, any eruption could range from minor lava flows and localized steam explosions to something far more significant. The potential for a large eruption raises concern due to its capacity to affect regions far beyond the park itself. An eruption at Yellowstone would likely begin with the release of ash and gas, blanketing surrounding states and disrupting life in distant regions. The release of sulfur dioxide could influence global weather patterns, lowering temperatures and impacting food production in what is known as a volcanic winter. These are scenarios that scientists take very seriously, and while the odds of a catastrophic eruption are considered low in the short term, the possible impacts require vigilant monitoring. In response to these new developments, many are calling for increased transparency and collaboration between official monitoring agencies and the community of amateur researchers. The observations presented by these independent sources warrant further investigation, and collaborative efforts could enhance overall data collection and interpretation. The tools already in place, such as satellite imaging and ground radar, could be tasked with focused surveillance of the suspected area of deformation. Public communication is also crucial during times of uncertainty. Educating communities on what is known, what is being investigated, and how they can prepare helps reduce fear while promoting informed readiness. Yellowstone is a place of immense scientific interest, and the general public has a right to understand what changes may be occurring beneath its surface. While there is no cause for panic, there is certainly reason to stay alert and engaged with scientific updates. Ultimately, the mystery under Yellowstone reminds us of the complex forces shaping the earth beneath our feet. While the park continues to be a place of natural wonder and beauty, it also serves as a living laboratory for studying the immense geological processes that have shaped our world over millions of years. Whether this newly identified bulge leads to a significant event or quietly recedes over time, it reinforces the importance of ongoing observation, scientific curiosity, and open dialogue between researchers of all backgrounds. As of now, no official emergency has been declared, and Yellowstone remains open to the public. Scientists have recently said that there is a surprising amount of magma under Yellowstone's supervolcano. New research published in the journal Science suggests that one of the magma reservoirs beneath the Yellowstone caldera, a large crater and supervolcano, contains a greater amount of liquid molten rock than previously believed by experts. Researchers can gauge the proximity of a volcanic eruption by assessing the quantity of molten rock present beneath the volcano. However, despite the possibility of a larger amount of molten lava beneath Yellowstone than previously estimated, the colossal volcano is still improbable to erupt in the foreseeable future. Magma is composed of rocks and crystals at different degrees of firmness. The higher the level of liquefaction, the greater the likelihood of a volcanic eruption. Beneath the Yellowstone caldera, there are two substantial reservoirs containing magma. The first reservoir is located approximately 3 to 10 miles beneath the surface, while the second reservoir is situated 12 to 30 miles underground. According to prior studies, scientists believed that the shallower reservoir consisted primarily of solid material, with only 5 to 15% of it being molten rock. Now, following the utilization of high-performance supercomputers to re-evaluate seismic data from the previous 2 decades, researchers now assert that the ratio is in fact between 16 and 20%. That amount is still far below than the liquid magma threshold, which scientists estimate to be around 35 to 50%, and is believed to be the point at which an eruption will occur. Although the recent discoveries do not alter the level of risk associated with the volcano, they do signify a significant advancement in our comprehension of the subsurface characteristics of Yellowstone. Carrie Cooper, an Earth and planetary scientist at the University of California, Davis, who was not part of the study. The Earth has not generated further molten magma. Scientists assert that they currently possess a more precise comprehension of the pre-existing information. Seismic waves, generated by seismic activity, traverse several strata within the Earth's interior prior to reaching seismometers located on the Earth's surface. As the waves encounter molten rock, their speed decreases, allowing researchers to analyze the time it takes for the waves to reach the seismometers. This information provides valuable insights regarding the quantity of magma present underground. Previous investigations have made the assumption that seismic waves propagate in a straight path from the earthquake towards the seismometer. However, the actuality of their adventure is considerably more intricate than that. For this study, scientists utilized supercomputers to simulate seismic waves in 3 dimensions. This approach provided them with a more comprehensive understanding of the crystal mush beneath Yellowstone. Ground deformation, or changes in the Earth's surface elevation, is another critical indicator of magma movement. Scientists use GPS measurements and satellite-based radar to monitor these changes. Inflation, or the rising of the ground, suggests that magma is accumulating in the shallow reservoir, while deflation indicates magma withdrawal. These measurements help scientists estimate the amount of magma moving into or out of the reservoirs, offering insights into the overall magma volume. Gravity measurements also contribute to our understanding of Yellowstone's magma chamber. By measuring the gravitational field at different locations, scientists can detect variations in subsurface density. Areas with higher magma content will exhibit different gravitational anomalies compared to regions with solid rock. These measurements, combined with seismic and GPS data, provide a more comprehensive estimate of the magma volume. Based on the data from these various techniques, scientists estimate that the shallow magma reservoir beneath Yellowstone contains approximately 10,000 cubic kilometers of material, with 5 to 15% of it being molten. This translates to roughly 500 to 1,500 cubic kilometers of magma. While this is a significant volume, it is important to note that not all of this magma is likely to erupt in a single event. The deeper magma reservoir is estimated to contain a much larger volume of material, approximately 46,000 cubic kilometers, with around 5% of it being molten. This means there could be between 920 and 2,300 cubic kilometers of magma in this deeper layer. Together, the total amount of magma beneath Yellowstone is substantial, though much of it is stored in a semi-solid state and not immediately available for eruption. Understanding the volume of magma beneath Yellowstone is crucial for assessing the potential impact of future eruptions. While a super-eruption, involving the eruption of over 1,000 cubic kilometers of material, is possible, it is a rare event. Even smaller eruptions could have significant local and global effects, making continuous monitoring essential. The vast magma reservoirs beneath Yellowstone highlight the importance of robust monitoring systems. Continuous seismic, GPS, and gravity measurements, along with other geophysical techniques, are critical for detecting signs of volcanic unrest. Popocatépetl, the majestic and active stratovolcano located in Mexico, has long held a place of reverence in indigenous cultures and captivated the imagination of locals and tourists alike. However, in recent decades, it has become a hotspot for another kind of phenomenon that defies easy explanation: the frequent sightings of unidentified objects above its peaks. Anonymous have just posted an interesting video showing mysterious objects flying in and out of the volcano. The volcano's unique geological characteristics could play a role in the prevalence of mysterious sightings. With an elevation of over 5,400 meters, its towering presence pierces through the clouds and becomes an ideal vantage point for skyward observations. The volcanic activity, including eruptions and emissions of gases, could create unusual atmospheric phenomena that could be misinterpreted as unidentified objects. Light reflections from the volcano's activity and clouds might also contribute to optical illusions, further complicating the distinction between natural occurrences and extraordinary sightings. However, many who have witnessed these objects have said that they have the ability to hover motionless and fly directly into the volcano, something that hasn't been documented with natural occurrences. Indigenous cultures in the region have revered the volcano as a sacred entity for centuries. It is intricately woven into mythology, often associated with deities and cosmic significance. The cultural heritage surrounding the volcano could influence local perceptions and interpretations of unusual phenomena. Legends and stories passed down through generations might predispose individuals to attribute extraordinary sightings to mystical or supernatural events, including unidentified objects. In recent years, there has been a notable shift in the reputation of this volcano. While it was once known for its natural beauty and majestic presence, it has now gained attention for something altogether different. Both residents and online observers, who have been monitoring the volcano through webcams, have observed mysterious aircrafts flying directly into the volcano. Numerous reports claim that what is observed near the volcano is not merely ash, but rather peculiar entities and luminous phenomena frequently spotted hovering in the vicinity. Some witnesses even allege that these enigmatic objects are capable of entering and exiting the volcano, further adding to their mysterious nature. The presence of these unexplained lights and unidentified aerial phenomena has intrigued and perplexed many observers. Moreover, the webcam footage has not only captured the mesmerizing sight of meteors hurtling directly into the volcano, but has also revealed instances of multiple meteor occurrences in a single night. This phenomenon, which has left many in awe, is considered to be incredibly rare, defying the slim probabilities of such events taking place consecutively. Consequently, the astonishing footage has prompted users to explore alternative explanations and theories, seeking to unravel the mystery behind this captivating spectacle. The reasons behind the curiosity of these objects towards this particular volcano are still a topic of debate. However, it is worth noting that on multiple occasions throughout the year, peculiar objects have been observed in close proximity to this volcano, which has spurred the creation of intriguing theories regarding why this volcano seems to attract such attention. An in-depth exploration of these theories can shed light on the possible explanations for why this volcano serves as a significant focal point for these mysterious objects. The volcano has garnered significant attention from amateur researchers due to numerous reported sightings. This has led to its classification as a hotspot, as users have observed multiple unidentified objects in the vicinity of the volcano. It's worth noting that these observations are merely a fraction of the total sightings, as they represent only the instances captured on camera. The frequency and volume of these unusual objects have piqued the curiosity of researchers, prompting a comprehensive exploration of this phenomenon. In-depth investigations are underway to unravel the mystery surrounding these sightings and understand the nature of these enigmatic objects. Residents residing in close proximity to the area have reported frequent sightings of luminous lights in the vicinity of the volcano. This phenomenon has intrigued the residents, as it appears that these lights possess a peculiar fascination with the volcano itself. Interestingly, these sightings are not limited to the immediate vicinity of the volcanic area. Photographic evidence has revealed that these mysterious lights also traverse in and out of the volcano. This intriguing observation raises questions about the nature and purpose of these lights, leaving researchers and locals alike wondering about their origin and significance. Glowing orbs, frequently captured on webcams, are commonly observed objects that have gained significant attention worldwide. They are widely regarded as one of the most frequently reported mysterious flying objects. These ethereal spheres pose a considerable challenge to photograph, as they manifest as mere luminous smudges when captured on camera. Their elusive and enigmatic nature has intrigued people from various cultures and regions around the globe, sparking a sense of curiosity and fascination. As of right now, amateur researchers have questioned whether these unidentified objects are interested in volcanoes. The skies above Earth have long been the canvas for mysterious phenomena, none more captivating than unidentified objects. These enigmatic aerial apparitions have been reported in various contexts and locales, sparking curiosity and speculation. One particularly intriguing scenario involves unidentified objects, allegedly showing interest in volcanoes. Volcanoes are geological marvels, releasing immense energy from the Earth's depths. Some theories speculate that mysterious objects could be harnessing this energy for their own purposes. Volcanic activity generates high levels of thermal energy, electromagnetic fields, and even plasma discharges, elements that might hold significance for advanced civilizations. It's conceivable that unidentified objects could be utilizing these powerful energy sources for propulsion, communication, or other technological functions beyond our comprehension. Volcanic landscapes on Earth are abundant with unique mineral formations and geological structures. Advanced visitors might be interested in studying or extracting these resources, which could have properties or applications unexplored by human science. This could include elements used in advanced technology, rare minerals, or materials that hold intrinsic value in interstellar trade or research. These mysterious objects could be engaged in scientific exploration and observation of Earth's geological processes. Volcanoes are dynamic natural laboratories, offering insights into planetary formation and tectonic activity. For a technologically advanced civilization, observing and studying Earth's geological phenomena could contribute to their understanding of planetary evolution and even help them predict natural disasters. Speculative theories propose that unidentified objects might be using volcanoes as entry points into Earth's interior. The complex network of underground tunnels and chambers created by volcanic activity could provide covert access for advanced spacecraft. Volcanic regions could offer hidden bases, shielded from human detection and accessible through natural openings created by lava flows. Volcanic areas possess immense geothermal energy potential. These aircrafts might be tapping into this energy source for various purposes, from recharging their craft to powering advanced technologies. The abundance of geothermal heat could be harnessed through advanced energy conversion methods, aligning with the sustainability principles of an advanced civilization. Someone found this huge object above the eastern Pacific. It was captured using the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Tropical Pacific Weather Channel. The man who found it put the recording on a loop, and during this, a huge triangular object appears. Oddly enough, the man stated that the object is around half the size of Mexico. The triangular object was caught hovering above the ocean and was detected by satellite. The man who found it said that he's never seen anything like it, noting that he often checks this live camera feed, and nothing of this size has ever showed up before. The man went on to explain that the object was visible for over 7 hours, saying that it wasn't just a random cloud formation or glitch, and said that it stayed in the same location. These black triangle objects have been witnessed for several decades now, with researchers into the unknown saying that sightings can be traced back hundreds of years. These enigmatic triangular crafts have been spotted all over the world, leading to fervent speculation and debate among researchers and enthusiasts. Black triangle sightings began to gain prominence in the late 1980s and early 1990s. Witnesses described these crafts as large, dark, silent, and triangular in shape, often with bright lights at each corner. These sightings caught the attention of researchers, who were intrigued by the consistent descriptions from witnesses around the globe. Black triangles have been reported in various countries, including the United States, United Kingdom, Mexico, and Japan. Witnesses describe seeing these crafts hovering silently in the sky or moving at high speeds. The origins of these black triangles remain a subject of speculation and debate. Several hypotheses have been proposed to explain these sightings. Skeptics argue that black triangles are classified military aircraft undergoing testing or surveillance operations. The secretive nature of military programs could explain the lack of public acknowledgement. Interestingly, though, Various eyewitnesses have reported seeing these black triangles hovering above the ocean. While many unidentified objects are witnessed in the skies above land, there is a growing body of evidence and speculation that suggests these objects may also have a significant interest in the oceans. One of the primary reasons these objects might be interested in the oceans is the abundance of water. Earth is the only planet known to have vast oceans of liquid water, a precious resource that could be of immense value to advanced civilizations. Water is essential for sustaining life as we know it, and it is possible that unidentified objects are searching for or monitoring Earth's oceans in their quest for habitable environments. The oceans represent some of the most unexplored and diverse ecosystems on Earth. These deep and largely unknown environments harbor an incredible variety of life forms, many of which are yet to be discovered by humans.